My God, the guilt.
Welcome to Coffee Talk with your host, Linda Richmond.
First, please do not let these stories elicit sympathy for me. Yes, I'm mentally ill, but I'm also responsible for my actions, and during the time that these stories are, I was the worst person I've ever been in my goddamn life. Ugh, the guilt is crippling. That's 99%, fucking 100% of the reason that I isolate as much as I do, because it's like this weighted blanket that I am still trying to process to get off of me for the behavior and my actions. Even though it was pre-diagnosis, pre-treatment, I can forgive anything, but I can't forgive myself. So I went to get a clip from a movie for this that unintentionally, I don't know how, perfectly explained kind of how I felt looking back at my behavior and some of the things that I did and places where I thought that maybe I should get some sympathy, when in reality I had created this whole situation, and a lot of it was either not happening or it wasn't happening for the reasons or at the level that I felt like it was, because I'm not saying I have more feelings than everybody has feelings, but like mine they just, God, I have feelings.
Help me! I can't swim! I'm drowning! Oh God, I'm drowning! Help me!
5 minutes later.
You saved me life! What? Sorry.
Think of like the worst day of your life, but only for like 20 minutes. And oh my God, the worst is when you wake up in grippy socks because someone was talking to you when you were in the middle of an episode and called an ambulance, and it's been 30 minutes. So like, you're fine now. Fine, keep me for the mandatory 72, but I'm going to cause a patient uprising. What? That's on them for taking me seriously when I was in an episode. Now that I'm not, we're going to chaos demon for good. Let's go. So let's talk about how I drove off the best friend I've ever had because I split on them because I had a new FP. Pause to read. Pause to read. So my new FP came in the form of a ginger Aquarius named Jason. I know I asked for it. I got you. I know. Who love bombed the F out of me. Literally reenacted that scene from Top Gun one night when we were at the bar. Essentially, borderlines like me feel empty inside and just want to be loved, so we put up with a lot, and we literally see no red flags. My friends, which were originally his friends, started noticing how he was treating me and some of the stuff that was going on and how my mental health was like deteriorating, and they started disliking him. So of course, he started in with trying to isolate. So he came up with this big lie to tell all of our friends because he was jealous of some dude who was dating his ex-girlfriend, and I went right along with it. He had recently told me he wasn't in love with me anymore, so I spent several months riding both sides of the fence because I didn't want to lose him and I didn't want to lose my friends, and I was afraid. So there was the one big lie, but there were a lot of little lies. I was just not a trustworthy friend, and eventually I pushed it to the point where my best friend had to walk away. Someone I once called sister can't even stand to be in a room with me, and that's my fault, and I will regret that for the rest of my life. I'm gonna give BPD a solid 0 out of 10. Would not recommend.